Yeah, Dirty South, I know you probably heard by now, but I'm concerning like no other, search it out. I know you heard the word around, I stir astounding what's profound and perfect proud. Stand sturdy stout, I surf the cloud, my clergy count. To curse the crown, I purge the crowd with discernment, work it out. I word the sermon's meant to turn the earth around, I hold it down. It's holy ground, spit since the sermon on the mount, but word of mouth just stirs the vermin, squirming round. The sermon sounded, plus the perverts looking round that curb is best. They can the urge to merge with foul. A bird of prey, call me foul, I curse the ground. From dirt won't sprout a fiery fount. A Gaza burning first to fount, eternal fountain. Flirt with fate, cruel, cheat her out. Or what mine now? No mercy found. The serpent scouts, I table turn them, turnkey counts. So worth amount to what found worthy of the crown. To what found worthy of the spout. Obey your third, who thirsty now? You probably think I'm chasing clout. Determined now to turn the doubtful firmly round. The cable surge with what I splurge on spur to spar. With Spartan spearhead right through Cersei's furly brow. Met through verses, then Cersei's girly brow. Hold up. From the dirty south, you probably heard the word of mouth, but I'm concerning like no other, search it out. I know you heard the word around, I stir astounded, what profound and perfect proud. Stand sturdy stout, I surf the cloud, my clergy count. To curse the crown, to purge the crowd, with discernment work it out. I word the sermon meant to turn the earth around, hold it down, it's holy ground. I spit message the sermon on the mount, but word of mouth just urge the vermin, squirming round the sermon sound. Plus the pervert lurking round, the curb it best they can, the earth to merge with foul. I curse the ground, from dirt won't sprout a fiery fount. A Gaza burning first to fount, eternal fountain. Flirt with fate, cruel, cheat her out, or what now mine, no mercy found. The serpent scout, I table turn them, turnkey count, or worth amount to what found worthy of the spout. Obey your third, who thirsty now? You probably think I'm chasing clout. Determined now to turn the doubtful firmly round. The cable surge with what I splurge on spur to spar. With Spartan spearhead right through Cersei's girly brow. A furrowed worry went south, scourged the scoundrel and discouraged he turned out. I turned him round to be the worst of all the word around the town. I'm out about my verses, vows and journals bound. I'm on a journey, man, just out and just y'all jerks who jerk me round. Lurk out and crowd to surf the cloud. The clerk, check me out, I hold it down. No three-ring sights, so circus clown. The fervent flower, not the first to get turned out by pimps who made me call them Papa till what now? I tower over them, all worthless, not of count. What only served to send them south, to search around for what I'm certain won't be found. I surf the cloud, I scrape the sky, I surf the cloud. Why? Cause I'm the worst around, of all the worst around. Out about, now on the town, I hold it down. Folk rapping, I'm just throwing words around. Preferably curses, man, to curse the crown. Get on your nerves, you need your nerd. You need to have learned by now. The feathered serpent foul. Serpiente plumado, the feathered serpent foul. Like only merchants now downtown, the turban crown. Man, I'm out in Turkey town. I'm kinda turnkey count to what a worth amount, and what on earth is now about to. Holy cow, ain't no Hindu shit you heard about. How I've been lurking round, I stay immersed in crowds. When I emerge, goes down for what's a third to count. Boy, I'll go send a serpent south. I like to crouch down, then I pound, then I purge my mouth of what I just can't leave out lying round. Damn, what just happened? Damn, that was crazy. It just disappeared. The raindrop hit that shit and it disappeared it. Yeah, ain't no Hindu shit you heard about. How I been lurking round. I stay immersed out in the crowd. When I emerge, the shit go down. For what's the third to count? I like to crowd down, vert it pound, and then I purge my mouths. Shit. Of what I can't just leave out lying round. And so to morgues with corpses, back to church, chow down. It's Easter Sunday, wow. Man, I'm really overworked right now. The worst on earth by far, unchained to jerk around. The same get purged by prowess, that of early count. Dracula ain't shit, I'm the surge went south. I send the serpent south. In her purse get gouged, the third eyeball out. The socket popping, shocking to watch me jowl. Chill, just joshing, I'm a jerk. So what about it? And now, the well-averse vow for by the clergy clout. I've chased the world around, you chasing girls to hound. I'm on the scent, I call the whiff. My snout lift the skirt, squirt out. On the spur, sprout turns a sprout. I turned up, out, inside out, also upside down, forward, backwards, pretty good, considering I'm burnt out. At least that's the word around, but what on earth, well how do I explain this shit occurring right now? I like the essence meat with the almond clown. Add Rosemary's Baby 6 cents, then pow pow. You just went humping chick, Danny got your dick went wild. Hunting with Dick Cheney. Shit, shot you, what now? That all my ducks in a perfect row, single file, pow pow. Sounded like a big ass fucking drum brought out at powwow. Help beat pound the venom shot, vein shot down. Top gun, cock strut, sturdy, stand stout. Got the Geisha girl with that pretty fan span out. Wingspan wide, the bird to bound. To leave the nest behind for the word get round. That I'm a serpent, not a bird, but I can fly around. I got the feather from your bitch, who's like my fucking sister now. What I observe, it is profound, well reserved above the crown. Said I'm jerk a joust. Sit with you, not a church of clown. Since the sermon on the mount, I've been emerging from the crowd. Same I was immersed in out, claiming turf, I hold it down. Down for the count, go the burly bow into the burning out. Star ablaze, I'm burning out. South sent in the world around. The pot I stir around, it stands so sturdy stout. Can't curb the urge to close the curtains purse. You in the hearse right now. Next stop stirring the dirty south. By dirt I mean the ground. And if you spoke enough, then on the spur you may sprout. But it's the purge right now. I'm on the purge, must come down. Maybe when earth enshrouded, fully then surround. The crown the darndest endowed, with enough to turn her ass around. Upskirt sent squirting, back to house I'm the first to frown. I've been the world around, and it don't get better, let's rebirth. So bound, out on the perps who proud, around our turf to crouch. And I'm just about to pounce, a predator is on the prowl, on all who turn to bow. On down I won't so they earn, now but I won't turn around. I turn them down like church mouse quiet, men are down. Worm like we're in the house, church house I burn it down. With her who hurt the hound. Loose lips to purse pronounce, profound of what worth amount. Well worthy of a crown, and deserve it, earned it. Now, sit to more than word of mouth. A rumor stirring round in search of virgin vouch for by the curse to count. They get dispersed in doubt, go down and out right now. They get discerned, sought out, and then they get searched and found to be unworthy. Wow, for all my work around. The town go early down, you in the birdie's mouth. I add, man, who got the wormy now? You in the birdie's mouth, who got the wormy now? Go ahead and doubt, but I'm not no worldly clown. Around, curse me with chasing clout. Sit till I wound up bound down in the lost and found. I'm with the worst to mount, unless the first to mount. You weren't the first to mount. You weren't the first to mount. We weren't the first to mount. But we're the first to plow down in the earth, who grounded like a nerve, announcing through the verve to vouch for what on earth the wow. What now the worlds are down, the drain accursed the crown, the serpent surfed the crowd. I send him south, the same who surfed the cloud. No concert, perfect proud to be perfectly astounded. Stand so sturdily stout, not the prettiest mouth, but you ain't watching me out. I'd rather blurt these verses out. Throw more curses round. I'm in the circus, ain't no clown. I'm just a fervent who would flower with the fire immersed in wow. And what emerging from the fount, blue lip to purse and then pronounce. Profound in person with the prowess, like a tiger crouching down. Strike like a viper when I pounce. For what only served to mount, to more to purge and pouch. Kangaroo kick and purge and pout. We got the cops in pocket, they lurk around. But when they cracking down, we try our best to work around. You probably heard about me now, by word of mouth, it's going round. But trust I'm so much worse than ever what you heard about. The whole earth I enshroud, to send the serpent south. I gotta search my soul till found the fervent fountain of eternal sprout. On spur I spout and spurn, to scrounge around, discern the mount. To stand so sturdy stout, to blend and firmly proud. To face the vermin down, they squirming now. The same who squirming round, to rap my sermon sound. I'm at the service south where it sit, the serpent south. To stir the styles of what the worst around. I merge with murderers amount of countless murdered not to be found. And now ungirdies go out, then hearses getting plowed to kick the curb and now emerging now. I'll spur a moment, spurn to sprout. Upspring once sprung, reach for the sun that burns abounding. Circles bound the world around and then around. And mercy bound this early flower, firmly founded, firm to foul. Like birds of prey may surf the cloud before they spot prey perch to pounce. On turf we grounded, claim our own in search of now. What's most of worth around this earth, we serve and shroud. Her scouts a scourge and then I scout at perps to plow. The perfect ground to first to flounder. Flip flop back and forth on fences, first to bow. Down crown the serpent, worthless now. On where they found. They're saying that I'm worldly now. Inertia's prowess that are perfectly endowed. Deflower fervent, then devour. Predator out on the prowl. Around his search now as they scour. Surging mounts of what's worth, work hard. Stirring round the verve to brow. But first, that crouch down, high alert and certain sound. The firmly founded by the fervent. First to let the trumpet sound. Found eternal fountains of the church house. Turned around and burn it down. Return to rowdy, burn it down. With her who hurt me serving sour. The perfect crowds discern sense out. We sense them now. They turn them round. Remain so countless cursed the crown. Won't turn them down, but since his birth to purge them proud. To purge pronounce the words around, get in the whirlwind, stirred up stoutness. Profound to purge, make well worth all our hard work and hurt to hounds. Still healed and purged and perfect. Wind and wind that whirl around. The type of storm too stern to stout. No way to work yourself around. When earth down, Durham went for the count. Merging mouthy with the earth, surround this shroud, the grace astound with words aloud. Can't curb the urge, immersed in mound, the worst and proud. A murderer's mouthful found, determined of worth wound up till it burned. To hurl them hounding with my arrows burned, the burly nurse without. They turn around and bow. That serves a mountain to the high count of his victims, perps to pound. Mortals, portals purged like earthly friend. A worldly nerds, bookworms, and early birdies' mouths. Well, who got the wormy now? With the one who fork-tongued send the serpent south. Win soulful search for worth and wow. My work it counts, if nothing else on further down to where we fervent flower, firm the first who found, most worthy crown, the virgin voucher, well deserving of a crown. If you had me, I earned it now. Heard aloud with servant shout the servant scouts, who found most sound, ferment and firm, immersed in crowds who lurkers lounge around and reach. Sit, the wind up worked around the how and gown. Man, I'm about to learn them how. I learn them now. On the outskirts of ghost towns to scrounge around and scourge for change to make when murders mount to all-time high and all-time lows the virgins count. Said the worst of all, the worst and proud. I burn with urge, still yearn to now. To what's concerning servant sounding. Of the Lord a servant now. I send the serpent south. Loud alarms. Loud alarms on high alert. Get on they nerd now. Of the nerds that we announce what serves the south. We'll send them now. Sit the serpent down and certain out. To work with earth too doubtful. To a worth resound. It won't amount to more than curses heard by word around the town. I'm out. Sit. My heart upon my sleeve, I'm bleeding out. You just clanging cymbals, clashing gongs to bang around. Your third eye, our gods are out. Worthless eyes gone blind on gurneys, send them out. On gurneys carried out. Then it hurts is carried out. What's profound only the bookworms, sideshow nerd, and circus clowns. The serpent scouts like on a journey through without. Gone pots to stir a hornet's nest, the nurse and mouse to feed the fowl. Who firm is clean, or with their notions of word round discerning prowess of a predator turned out. Turned up on purging prowls around. The scowlet scourging scrounds around. For change to pay the piper at the gate, cruel fate or frown. Hints at the smiles across the faces of her scouts to scorn without. When pounds and first he crouches. Certain down together scour earth and shroud the perp surrounded. Go down for the cursed count. By countless mounds worth of the corpses morgues without the more amount. It was much worthy of such journals bound to burn now as it down. Sit as leads turn down loose to learn about. Woo! How her hurtful hound found with the first not the first to flower. Sit gone down forest falcon fern to fire. That shout out loud to screech to burn out, turn around nervous now. You looking nervous now, earning now the red rub to work around. I irk 'em now. What worse than for her wound up, down and out before we knew back on the up and up. What now? Sit returning rowdy to the service at the church house, burn it down. You churchy clowns go silent, nervous now, till we out of nowhere blurred out the word of mouth that washed her out. Our folk weren't proud. If what they found that day when church let out, we left alert, mind sound. Return when sun went down, the person proud, our lips to kiss goodbye. The girlies once went out, with now too early found out all about our bounds. We crossed the line, all. Man, we can't rewind the hands of time. But if we could, I would go back and curse them louder, as I'd found somehow the courage searched my soul deep down and found the nerve to announce it now out loud. That earth was ours as I turned around and burned it down. The church house, no church mouth. Sit, bursting out the dirt and ground, immersed in earth in her abounding sense, most certain of what sound, what of worth amounts. As far as mind, I'm not the first to turn mine down. Turn mine round and march it right back to the heart on beat, burn out. The burly bout, bleed burgundy to bout. Shit, like closing curtains, counting down. The wind on gurneys carried out, and hearses get turned around on down. The curb kick hurried in the ground. Shit, hurled into the ground. The dirty south come from go back when turned to drown. I mean the ground in world at war where bookworm read and nerds allowed heard by now the word of mouth that I'm a nerd that come to searching this shit out. What counts? It won't amount to much more than what served the sound of high alert alarms that hit and hurt to hound us all uncertain, doubtful. Darndest of the derby rousers of the furnace dousers. Sit the burning earth, can't curb the plow, the perfect ground. Imperfectly perfectly profound. From turnkey ghost town, turkey town, where the word of mouth get round. The rumor flew the coop left net. Behind the spar with Persians, a lot like Xerxes cursed and crown. I send you south the serpent sound. A lot like fervent flower flame to stir astounding purse profound. Pronounce much more than heard about. I'm much worse than you heard about. The earth is shrouded, inertia shout out loud, defiant rise deserving of no crown. I've earned it now, at least no right to stand so sturdy. Scrape the sky, I'm sturdy stout. I'm about to learn them how. Yeah, I learned them now with no mercy gonna be found. None for the murderous, the foul. From dirt I like to sprout, I spring up from the source of writ. The dirty south, I mean the ground. Like purple upskirt squirting out. Shit, wildwood rosebud purple proud. The perch first crouch to watch your pouch. Shit, that's all my puppies in her pouch. Lips purse pronounced the perfect. Shit, working round the verb to earth and shroud. The searching snout of low down dirty hurtful hound. The hearse come out the dirt of worth, I'm in the ground. Of moments spurred to sprout up spout. The fountain found eternal now. Fresh out the foundry firm I found. My roots reach down into the ground. The firmament I found, the first to stand so sturdy stout. My word of mouth, you heard it now. The work that counts of worth amounts to much more than by now the nerds have heard about. I'm much worse than you heard about. Of worth that counts. Eternal vows I swore an oath to purge the crowd. I went ahead and I would never turn around. You heard the sound, you probably told me turn it down, but I was busy with the word I'm blurting out. You heard it now? Shit, word of mouth, not concerned for what about. When it's no worse than what it was at birth right now. You churchy clown, they taught rebirth the first about. When shit get thick, that's why they church is burning down. I turn around and burn it down. Unworthy found, the church don't want me word around. Telling us they heard my soulless sound. Said I should turn it down, how about instead I turn it loud? Why worry now? Since birth I firmly perched and proud to plant them each in earth, I'm down. Since first day been certain down, until my last uncertain doubt. I've learned by now to make it count when words wrote down become the verses, vows eternal, journals bound. I'm on a journey homeward bound, while lurkers browse, just faces lost out in the crowd. A bunch of first time blurt out words aloud that won't amount to much won't count. I call them out, not only talking, walking out, I'm always walking what I'm talking about. Y'all can doubt, I'm falling foul, that's what they calling me. I'm all in now, I'm cashing in my chip, gon' count, y'all want them out. I'm weed them out, the weaklings, dead weight lounge around the house in gowns. The curb kick, countless curse, the scrounge. Around for scratch, the fun to work, they wantin' cash, but don't make sense. That's why my mind most certain sound. Shit, I've learned by now that word won't mount to much don't count. The kind of curse they own can't curb the earth too foul. They all but worthless curse the crown. They crowd around and try surround. Well, the whole earth I'll do enshroud. Unworthy wound up tight, too tight to work around the burning earth to joust with judge. Court is adjourned and what now? Said that when they sent it handed down. I hurled a book that burns unbound. The earth now cowards turned around. Tower over all uncertain doubtful that my word if mouth amounts to what most counts and now most certain heard out loud. Said aloud my verse to vows turn wild. I turn them right around. They turn around the bow, not curses blurting out. The church house, I turn around and burn it down. No quiet church mouth burn it down. Her flirt with death, her flirt with shit, disaster flirt with the most foul. The virgin flowered firm to pounce on lurkers. Shit, linger curses crowds till church is out. The earth devout gets them turned out and turned around. By merge with mountain, my emergent marks them down for certain. Soon to get the purge for purse they mouths to blurt them out. The curses countless, church them chow down now on nerds who thought my words were worthless. Certain doubtful, turned around now trying to bow. They swear in vows. Shit, to certain downbeat. Since I've nursed them on what counts, enough to certain sound. These see searching, they'll be found. On solid ground, stand firm, don't mount. Move my way out, I'm on the mission, merge with mountain. Steed stomp valiant, stallion sturdy, firm the fountain fine. When found, the foundry, fresh about the foundry now. It's emptied out, then get refilled with worthy found. Till I'm in hearse, then gone down into the dirt to drown. And filled the firmament to foul. Search curb stomp, stout, not sturdy. Not sturdy, be damned if I'm not stout. I scrape the sky, I surf the clouds. The sermon sound, the vermin squirming at the sound. Yeah, they like to squirm around. Well, I spit the sermon out of herb that purges powder, splurge on town, of hurtful house that lurkers lounge around in gowns, while men get up and go to work for worse than wow, what only serves the certain south and serpent sound. My ass, your word is worse than mounds of what's been found in dirt since birth, the bursting flower firmly found to be the worst of all the bound. Be birthed out loud, a word to shout, spur a spurnace sprout to spout. The person mouth to hurt, astounding, profound, a perfect ground for me to plow with what I send to curse and frowning to that doorstep overnight to church's chow. Now come to close the curtains, countless murdered bound to what will never turn them down. They offer worse than what will serve to send them south. I send a serpent south of the Lord a servant now, not the first to get turned out. I lead a herd of hurtful hounds with long, sit low down dirty snouts, uncertain what they found. Food for worms wound up in mouths of early birdies bound who got the worming now. Before you get found out, shit, leave the net behind. You in the herd right now. For dirt you bound, food for worm now. My feet in dirty down deep, darn it, cursing loud. From the south where I stir the sturdy stout. See, I'm standing taller, firmer now. I crack the firmament and wow, blah. So the firmament to found. The church, I'm first to burn it down. Roots reaching deep into the ground. My word is certain, verses sound. I got these cowards cursing foul. I tower over, I'll stand tall. I sturdy stout, sand surf the cloud. I would never turn around. I turn the earth around in circles, certain south. Inertia shout. Went now the world of burnouts, bound to curse go down. I'm so for certain about the doubt. I'm searching now to find the words that work amount to worth that counts. My verses vows, I blurt them out. I turn them loud. Nope, I would never turn it down. I blaze a trail, no beaten path to lurking crowds. I purge up southwest murdered mounds. A three-winged circus sideshow clown to curse me without grounds. Go till I finally found the church within a loud mouth, snooty nose look down on me. Yeah, right. Shit for doing what I know deep down will count. Would drown the earth unworthy in the flood of firm recount of works around the ghost town church. Man, found the church in town. I turn around. The church house burn it down. Shit. For certain bound, eternal vows to verses vow, inertia shout to search till found in orbit, shift on axis. Wow, a world at war with what? Oh wow, what really make me wanna turn around and bow? Said I'll be damned, my furry brow ain't never won a crown. The best I got a ball cap backward, turn around. About whoever turn them down. Guess I'm about to learn them how. I learn them now. My soul I've searched, first found, most certain what's worthwhile. Sit another turnkey. Find me out in Turkey Town. So ask Chris Curley, man, I'm out in Turkey Town. Beep the tap. Slap a beat, Turkey Town. Say first they found. The overnight they wind up lost and cursing now. They nervous now. The first to found something from every verse of vow. Can't get no worse. See, I'm much worse than you heard about. Unworthy found, my brow ain't never won a crown. The best I got a ball cap backward turned around. At my brother John, man, who the worst of all the word now. And like this, don't split them words out. So I'll probably never turn it down. If herbs around, I turned against him proud in church to bow when worthy found by surgeon scouts. The serpent south sent scouts to scrounge around, screen scour. Earth just dirt to jerks who plow. Her hollow ground gets swallowed whole and spat back out to serve them sour. Dirty foul, a pervert. See, it's urgent now. Yeah, obey your who thirsty now. You probably think I'll chase a clout. A dirty foul, a bird not early enough for worm to count. Unfurl the flag, young girl deflowered, then devoured. Now so devout, they hid the truth, I found it out. Flower blooming, fire burning, urge to turn around deep down. The church out, no church mouth, turn around and burn it down. Man, I won't turn around and bow. The church where once I turned around to bow, then I turned them down. Their offers only insult, servant shouts of the Lord a servant now. Ring out on high alert, they merge with her. Hell hurtful hounds, the whore who cleans them out. A dirty downer, hurtful. Hound lost now down around the pouch. For the perch, she purses proud to blurt them out. The curse is wild, the loose lips sinking shit. The purging of the bounce is turning up and turning out to be much less of worth, or more than we had even heard about. They worsen now in service shrouded by the shadows cast so vast around. I surround the earth in shrouds, the surge of sound when words aloud. Sing cursing counting down to moments missed. Amount only the flame struck, burned right through. Words wrote down and turned to found be only by the eyes that see beyond at least the brow. From summits jumping to their deaths, they hit the ground. It's over now, but their words still surf the crowd. The serpent's out. Emerging joust on earth and wild with only surge to prove her prowess. Tiger crouching, hidden dragon, choose her pounce. A predator out on the prowl. From cloak come with the dagger at the classless clowns. Shit the worst of all the worst to work it now. Will serve to send the dirty merchants south to purse them. Like too proud, the lips to speak the words they hurl around. They serve the sounds of certain sound. Until you realize over time why they turn around and bow. Won't say too loud, they've learned at least enough to know they weren't allowed. Dismounting only once in firm fit ground to wit to plant their feet. To meet cruel fate been found and cheated out. A worthy foe formidable, although in fear I face it down. I take you down. Won't turn around and bow. Much worse they ever heard about. They heard the sound, that's when they told me turn it down. I crunk it up, just cause I like to turn it loud. They screaming bloody murder now. Who but God knows what about? All the cursing foul at me. Who learned by now I've earned a crown. Well deserving of a crown. But I don't want it, man, what now? Obey your third, who thirsty now? You probably think I church the clout. I'm where they found, guess my head will never wear a crown. Undeserving up to worldly bout, burn out. Hell, if you offered me one, though, I probably wouldn't turn it down. If we're around, that girl I merged with ain't of count. Okay, what now? That I'm invested, destiny I manifested, cursed and blessed, first to heaven, going down. I turn around, ain't about to turn around and bow. I merged with foul. I learned by now to overlook the word they thrown around. The curses crowned the vermin's vouchers, squirming scowlers, serpent scouts, purging prowlers, scrounging round. They lounge around the house in gowns. Well, I get up, get out, about, now on the town. Heard the hurtful hurled around the world renowned. The dern is drowned by word of mouth, I'm well endowed. I'm certain you have heard by now. Yeah, Dirty South, I know you, but I'm concerning like no doubt. I know you around, I stir it, found imperfect crowd. Doubt I serve the count, the curse crowd with discernment. I word discernment, earn the earth round, I put it down. It's fully down, it's the sermon, the word mouth, the burn round. The sound that plus the perverts looking round that curb is best, they can't. Yeah. This out, I know you probably heard it out, but I'm concerning like no the search out. I heard the word of wow. Sounding what when I found it, it's dirty stout. The clap, 30 out. Curse the crown, I heard the crowd. Sermon out. I word the sermons, man, they turned the earth around. I put it down. It's holy ground, it's the sermon on mount. But word of mouth just dirty like sermon round. The sermon sound and plus the perverts looking round. They can't urge, merge, foul. A bird, I'm in foul, I curse. On sprout, I already found. I burn it first. Found eternal cruel cheat her. Now, no mercy found. After the serpent scouts, I table burn no count. So worth the moon. Worthy there one crown. What found the other spell? Hey, you third, who thirsty now? You probably do. Clout, determined. Now the for firmly work. The cable third river, I splurge of spurters with sport. Spearhead right through Cersei's. Cersei's girly bro.